And I'll lead us in the pledge.
Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for this beautiful day in the town of South Pittsburg. Father, be with each one of us, and thank you for all the people that showed up tonight. Be with each commissioner, each mayor, for decisions made that we do the right thing for the citizens of South Pittsburg. Now be with us throughout the night. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the meeting to order.
Commissioner Allen.
Here.
Commissioner Becker. Here. Commissioner Myers. Here. Vice Stone. Mayor Henshaw.
Here. Approval of minutes for previous meeting, August 18th, 2025. Do we have a motion? Got a motion, second?
Second.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
Commissioner Becker.
Yes.
Commissioner Myers. Vice Mayor Stone. Mayor Henshaw.
Yes. All right, next on the agenda, citizens' comments. Daniel Hinderlader. I think I got it better this time, didn't I?
It is. Spot on, sir. Thank you. Good evening again, Mayor Henson, Commissioner Duggar, Commissioners, residents. I'm Daniel Hinderlader, a South Pittsburg resident, following up for the third time with still no response yet from the city regarding my public record requests around the National Cornbread Festival financial transparency. Since August 18th, developments continue to raise serious concerns. At the August 18th meeting, Commissioner Duggar spoke publicly on what sounded to be on behalf of the Cornbread Festival Incorporated and further stated any further communication would be to their attorney. August 29th, I called City Hall, spoke to City Administrator Mayor Hudson regarding trying to find out about this meeting. When I asked if my May 18th and 19th records request would be granted, because I'm going to keep coming back, he was somewhat evasive. He stated that police countywide are called in and paid directly by the National Cornbread Festival Incorporated. But when I pressed about all of the in-kind support, he instructed me that any further communications must go through the city attorney. Mr. Gowder, at the July 8th meeting, you approached me and my wife right back here, handed us your card, and stated to the effect that the information from my request was in fact public information, and that you received the voicemail from Sept with the Office of Open Records Counsel. As instructed by Michael Hudson, my questions are going to be directed to you, and I can provide you a copy at the end of this meeting. Why hasn't the city released the requested records yet, despite your acknowledgement? Should the city commit to full transparency by releasing all records, requested records, and comply with the Tennessee Public Records Act? Will the city address the conflict of interest by requiring Mayor Henson and Commissioner Duggar to disclose their board roles and recuse themselves from all festival-related decisions? Will the city support my state audit request to the state comptroller? Lastly, do you also represent the National Cornbread Festival as their attorney? I'd like to thank Commissioner Duggar for sending me the 21 through 23 Form 990s on August 18th, though the 2024 990 and current board list remain unprovided. Mayor Henson and Commissioners Duggar's board roles from 2020 through 2024 and what appears to be continuing into 2025, along with the city's 2024 audits delayed closure and $738,925 in unearned grants, support my May 17th state audit request, which are now with the Division of Investigation along with the Office of Open Records Counsel complaints. I urge full disclosure, conflict resolution, and audit support. Fellow residents, contact the State of Tennessee Comptroller's Office and request a special audit on the city of South Pittsburg. Anybody in this room is feel out to reach me via my website at www.southpittsburg-tn.com. Thank you.
Are we going to address any of this, or? I'm just curious. What are you looking for? Because we get audited every year.
Independently, this will be a state audit.
No, I understand.
Right. So it'll be a
Well, the
state
state
audit.
comptroller though comes and audits us and looks at the records. So
Right.
I'm just curious, what are you looking for? I
Let me
don't,
ask you a question if I may. Has anybody other than the attorney read my public records requests that were sent in on May 17th and May 19th?
it's nobody on this board, it's not our place to give public record requests, that's not our
The
job.
city isn't obliged to give any public records.
I didn't say the city, I said the board members.
Okay, well,
So it's not my
The-
place to respond to a citizen and say,
The-
yes, here you go, there's public record.
do you represent the city?
I do, but it's
Okay,
not my
therefore,
place
I'm gonna
to
leave it
give
with the
that.
attorney.
So
Their
again,
public records
I'm
request
asking
that
what-
has a whole bunch of information in it.
I heard that.
So from that information,
Are you?
I'm asking
I'm
for the
asking
records.
what you're looking for because
it's in the public records
works.
request map, you're more than welcome to look at it.
I know, but public works or police officers, they all say that they like public works don't work any during the festival.
No, maintenance workers do. They set up for the festival every year. Do they get paid? They set fencing up every year.
Is this during work hours, Will?
During normal work hours, we do a general cleanup of the town, which is generally in the spring anyways, needs to be done. We do help out from time to time, move some fencing around and whatnot. But outside of that, we don't work any overtime, we don't work any, no more extra hours than we normally would work.
So the in-kind support should be reflected in the city's audit. It's nowhere in the city's 2024 audit. That's just a small piece of it. The rest of it is in the public information requests. Once I get those, I'll be glad to sit down with any one of you and go.
I'm
go from there.
just looking for what kind of wrongdoing on the city's behalf with the Cornbread Festival, because the Cornbread Festival is a nonprofit entity. And
I get that.
I've looked into that, and I don't know of any law where that.
I'm not saying any wrongdoing is being done, other than the city's financial reporting of in-kind support in the 2024 audit does not exist. That's maintenance workers or police that are on duty. It should be reflected in the city's audit, in the city's budget, in your reconciliation. It's nowhere in there to be found. So, again, from my public records request, you'll see all the information I'm needing. That's what I'm needing as a resident of this city. And that's all I'm asking for is the public information.
So you're looking for the hours for any.
It's all in
The
the,
city is giving
it's all in the request,
cornbread?
Mr. Stone. Yes, sir. It's all in the request. If you read those requests, you'll see
I
everything
have,
that I'm
I've
looking
asked,
for.
but the answer I get back is we don't, the city doesn't. Does the police, do y'all work, do y'all get paid by the cornbread or?
If we're not actually scheduled for normal duty, we get paid by cornbread. But if you're on normal duty, you get paid by the city.
So,
So you're assisting the nonprofit during
well, the
our
nonprofit.
tax dollars,
The
dollars.
nonprofit pays them, just like,
Right.
I'm part of a nonprofit and
But
we can
not
pay a
those
police
that are on
officer.
duty.
It
Not
sounds
those
to
that
me
are on
like
duty.
you are
Whoa,
against
whoa, whoa,
cornbread
whoa, whoa,
festival,
Luann.
like close it
Luann.
down.
No, she just said when they're not on duty, they can be
But-
hired.
But those officers that are on duty, that do help support the festival.
They
That's,
they actually help out outside of the festival, sorry, outside of it, to do the cornbread festival.
so that's what I'm looking for. Again, feel free to look through the requests. You're gonna get more detailed information in those. And once I get that information, I'll be glad to sit down and talk. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep coming back. It's public information. Your own city attorney has told me that, right back here.
Oh, I'm not, we have nothing to
So
hide.
the city should be able to provide those public records requests and comply with the state of Tennessee's public records requests.
I don't disagree.
That's
with
all
that.
I want.
I don't disagree with that.
When I don't get documentation, when you put in a public record request and nothing, not a peep from anybody in the city about what's gonna happen with that, it makes you wonder. I'm not saying there's any impropriety. I think the National Cornbread Festival is great for our community.
Then leave them alone. Do you have
Whoa,
children that
whoa,
go
whoa, order.
Leave
I
them
don't
alone.
have to
order.
leave them alone, ma'am. I'm
You're
a
just here
resident
to
of
stir
this
it up.
town, and I'm
Order.
more than. what
Have
I'm
you ever
requesting-
volunteered?
Here,
Carry.
I'm gonna leave it at that, sir. All I want is what's due.
I just wanted to ask.
No, you're good.
Nobody else is saying
You're good.
anything, and I feel like it's almost like an awkward silence, and we don't
I agree
hide
with you.
anything, so. I just-
Wholeheartedly.
Mr. Vest?
here tonight to talk about what happened last month during the meeting when it was discussed about the private equipment and property that the city owns. So, I've listened to this request about 5 or 6 times, and one of the things I have to do is I have to make sure that I've got it right. So, Mr. Allen, Commissioner Warren, you were the one who made a statement that said something similar to the policy that the last administration, numerous people let it happen. Who were you referring to when you said administration?
City administrator and yourself.
Okay, thank you, that's what I thought. You weren't referring to the board and the mayor, you were referring to me.
No, I said, just like I just said, city commissioners
You
and the
didn't
city
say that.
administrator.
You didn't say that, but that's okay. Well, my thing tonight is to tell you that my name is Gene Davis. I'm the former city administrator, was for 6 years. And to my knowledge, I've never met you, I've never talked to you, I've never seen you, don't even know where you live. Okay, can we agree to that point?
Yep.
Pleased to meet you. Now the problem comes, you made numerous people. What do you mean by numerous people? And I'm sorry, a lot of what I'm here for during my 3 minutes is gonna be questions and answers. I'm gonna be asking questions and looking for answers, since you're the one that brought it up.
I may not answer them.
I don't care, that's your choice, but you're gonna listen to it, because I got the floor, not you. So what do you mean by numerous people?
Numerous people.
You said numerous people let it happen. That informed you, you said that during the last administration that numerous people had informed you and that they'd let happen the use of equipment, the loaning of equipment to private residents.
I don't recall saying that.
You did, sir.
Was you here?
Yes, sir.
Was you here?
I was
You
on
wasn't here at this
TV.
meeting.
I was on TV and I heard it. Now, I've listened to it about 5 times since
Okay.
then. So if you want to get this lady to pull it back up and listen to it again, we can.
Okay.
But you made the question, you requested and said numerous people. I'm curious as what you mean by numerous people?
I was told by numerous people that work for the city that the previous city administrator, which is yourself, let people take stuff home for the weekend and do things with the equipment of the city. That is against the rules.
You're right, sir, that is a state law.
Did you do that?
It's a state law. No, sir, I have not. That's what we're getting ready to talk about right now. Who is your people?
I'm not gonna mention any names.
Well, you will sooner or later. But my question to you is great in number. Numerous means great in number, many. Kind of like he has attended numerous marriages and social events and things like that. You don't have anybody. And I'm going to tell you that you don't have anybody. I will tell you the one place that you do have them from is from this man sitting right here. Because he's the only one who has the equipment. So if you're saying him, that's not numerous. That's one man telling you that you have, that we have given the opportunity for equipment to be used. The reason I can tell you that is about 6 years ago, men sitting right here, the attorney, had to tell all of us sitting there that it was against the law, state law, for any involvement with city equipment to be loaned out to people or to do work. The only thing that we can do as far as work is from the sidewalk or the street. Mr. Gallagher, could you agree to that? Or
Yes, sir, you're correct.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm wondering is you don't have numerous people. You may have one, or you may have two, but you don't have numerous. And I'm getting ready to tell you, that's a lie. That is a lie, if he told you that. There's nobody in this sitting right here that can tell you that we've ever given equipment, which is trucks, to include our, to include everything, even down to a small handsaw, chainsaw, that's been given to anybody in the city of South Pittsburg. Now, I can tell you that when a tree is cut down, if it falls on private property, they get it out to the road, to the street, and yes, sir, we picked it up. I can tell you that. What I'm more interested in is, let's just go ahead and skip to it, because I only got 3 minutes.
Yeah, your time's up.
Then put me on next month. We'll finish this next month. Thank you.
All right, communications from the mayor. All right, Lamar Jenkins' term on South Pittsburg Housing Authority has expired, and I'm reappointing him. I think that's my appointment. Also, on the beer board, we have one person that's moved out of town and is not able to do the work anymore, and that's Miss Penny Arnold. Which we'll need to vote on this, but I would like to see Stephanie Van Allen appointed to the beer board. We got a motion, or anyone wants to?
I'll make it. Somebody.
Second?
I'll second it. Commissioner Allen,
Yes.
Commissioner Duggar,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Stone,
Yes.
Mayor Gibson.
Yes. All right, I have been approached by Ken Jordan with the Legion Hall about a donation for a program they've got, if you would.
The little flyer I made up is in black and white. We'll be making another one up. The American Legion Hall, or the American Legion, is doing a Halloween costume ball on October 28th from 2 to 4 o'clock. We're gonna have all kinds of events such as costume contests, snacks, candies, door prizes, games, music. Mr. White, the magician in town, he's gonna be walking around performing magic, doing things like that. What the American Legion would like to request is a donation from the city to help put on, it's gonna be a free function for everybody. We're gonna go to the schools and everything, and let everybody know. It's gonna be a whole family event to try to get as much participation as possible. So that's what I'd like to request, a donation from the city for the American Legion Hall costume ball.
The city is also having a function on the 30th where we're doing the trunk or treat, and I think we're doing some games and some blow ups and several things like that. I don't, it would be up to, how much are you asking or what?
Well, as much as the city would like, what they brought up at the meeting was to request 500 and anything, but anything would be appreciated too.
If, it would kind of be up to the board and Michael, I guess, we talked, if you came in and met next time that you and Will meet about this and talk about it. Yeah, I don't, I guess we're.
Well, what I can do is I can come back next.
Part of what you're doing is part of what we're doing also.
Yes, sir. The reason we scheduled it on the 28th was that the American Legion didn't want to interfere with the city's event. But what we're doing is a function for the community, so that's why we're asking for
Yeah.
city donations.
And if someone wants to make the motion, or what do y'all wanna do, I guess?
And if you'd like, we could get together
Mhm.
and sit down and talk about more specifics.
Yes, sir.
And the amount of money, and then we could actually put it on the agenda for October
Yes, sir.
and make it official, and
Yes,
then
sir.
let this board discuss and talk about how much they want to donate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do that, and we'll call you, we'll talk to you. Something I forgot to do under citizens' comment, was there any other citizen that had any comments about anything on the agenda? Okay. Vice Mayor Stone?
I don't have anything. I do wanna ask for an update on the storm ash that's behind, where we at on that?
You wanna answer now, or you wanna speak on that part? That was part of my list.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Is that all you got?
Yep.
Commissioner Mike Allen? Commissioner Beth Duggar?
I don't have anything.
Commissioner Ronnie Myers?
No, sir.
City Administrator Michael Hudson?
I wanna discuss Moore Park just briefly. We're wrapping up our renovations up there. It looks really good. I would advise every citizen to drive by there, take a look at it, all the changes we made. I know Will's crew's done a great job up there. Development District has helped administer the grant. They did a great job. And I just hope now the citizens will help us keep it clean, keep it nice, keep it up, while we shift our focus over to Lloyd Park and see what we can get done over there. That's all I have tonight.
Street Department?
So the street department, we, mainly what we got going on right now is decorating for fall, along with some work on Ash Avenue. There's a big drainage ditch, Travis, what's Travis's last name, the radio station?
Hickman.
Travis Hickman. So he approached me a couple months back. He's got some flooding issues close to his radio station, and it's caused by a main ditch that's just kinda grew up over time, and a lot of it's filled in. The ditch never was taken where it was supposed to be taken. It just kinda dead ends back behind the tree line, so we're in the process. We've got it all bush hogged down to where we can see where the existing creek was, and then Mark Heisner is gonna come back out and show us what we need to do, where we need to take the water to. There's a couple of tiles down there that we gotta replace, so that's all in the works. We're getting there, a little short-handed, we're just working on it as we can. That's all I got on the street department side. On the park side, got a few things. So the citywide yard sale is October the 4th, from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m.
What sale?
October the 4th, the
Citywide yard sale.
So I guess I need permission to block off from
4th to 5th?
4th to 5th, yeah, 4th to 5th, October 4th from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m.
PM,
a.m.
PM.
12 would be PM.
12 p.m., 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. Yeah, you're right, 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm sorry.
I make the motion.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
Commissioner Duggar?
Yes.
Commissioner Myers? Yes. Vice Mayor Stone?
Yes.
Mayor Henson?
Yes, the motion was on the road closure. Whoever asked that question, I couldn't hear who it was back there or over there.
The second item I have is October 30th, we're gonna do our annual trunk or treat, the city will. We're in the process of reaching out, for vendors. We're gonna try to grow it a little bit this year, make it a little bigger than we have in the past. Got a bunch of fun stuff gonna happen for kids, a lot of games, a lot of fall themed games. We'll have inflatables and whatnot, so that'll be October 30th, and I will need to ask for the road to be closed from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. on October 30th, that's a Thursday, from 4th to 5th.
You need to close it before 5. You probably.
Probably, yeah, so-
About 4.
Yeah, probably 4 to get set up. Yes,
So
sir.
moved.
Second.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
Commissioner Duggar?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Stone?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Commissioner Myers, Mayor Henson.
Yes.
The third thing I got, and this one's a little further out, but I'd like to go ahead and get permission to do so, that way we can start planning on, is the lighting of the tree. We're planning on doing it December the 6th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So I need the road closed from 4th to 5th, December the 6th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
That morning.
that morning. The parade. The parade will be the same day, is that right? Yeah, so December the 6th will be the Christmas parade. There'll be more to come on that next month. We just want to get it out this month, so.
Yeah, road closed.
Road closed, yeah. So road closed on December the 6th from, I think we do it at 10, so from 9 till 11:30, 11:30, 12.
11. Yeah, 11.
December the 6th, 11.
Motion to approve both of those closures.
Second. Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
Commissioner Duggar?
Yes.
Commissioner Myers?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Stone?
Yes.
Mayor Henson?
Yes.
The only other thing I have, just to piggyback off what Mr. Hudson said, was Moore Park. If you can't get up there and look at it, it's in really good shape. The baseball field itself's in really good shape. The only thing we lack doing is putting the bases in. We got to order some sleeves for some bases, but outside of that, it's a really, really nice park. Something to be proud of, and we'll try to keep it up the best we can.
Yeah, the basketball court and the pickleball court, I've had a lot of people asking about that, and so anybody that's talking about either one, we've got a nice facility up there.
That's all I have.
Do we have an overview map kind of showing what all is the actual park that we put on the city website, just to show people what is there?
We have added pictures of the new equipment. As far as an overhead view, I don't have. We could get something like that possible.
Well, there was something about exercise equipment or something, but when I look at the pictures, I don't really know what I'm looking at. That's
Yeah.
why I was asking.
I would go up there, you may have to go up there to get a better understanding of it in person, but there's exercise benches there and pull-up bars and what have you, but what we did is we added a cluster of exercise equipment, resurfaced that court. It was in disrepair, it was not playable. It actually took us forever to find a company that would do it. Restriped the whole court, put two pickleball courts, or three? And, then we went back and added an additional large swing set there. We bought 2 loads of dirt. We've got all new, seating for the field. We got backstops, bases. We installed security cameras. It's had a complete rebuild. And of course we've pressure washed up there. We've got a handicap accessible, bench up there and another bench coming. But there's still work to do, don't get me wrong, but it looks amazing up there. I just hope we can keep it that way.
Could we get some drone footage of it and get it on our website? Would that be the best thing?
As far as the aerial,
Vice Mayor, is that kind of what you're,
Yeah, just kind of show people what's there.
what's there? Because, and it's not being utilized, and it is a nice facility now. Police Department?
I don't have anything to add to Chief Jordan's monthly report. He said he sent it, he believes he sent it. He's had a lot going on, but nothing to add.
Fire Department? Marion Natural Gas?
No, sir.
No more than the library, building inspector, does he have anything there? I said, did he have anything on his building inspector report?
No.
Okay. Elderly housing. The theater.
You didn't call me princess this time. Well, it's fun. So as many of you know, we had our kickoff weekend, August 22nd and 23rd. We had about 50 in attendance for Dirty Dancing. Our kid movie the next morning was a little low attendance. We didn't realize it was football jamboree. But the next evening we had almost 70 in attendance for the mood swings. If you've seen on Facebook, we are renting out the theater for private events. We have specifically targeted birthday parties for children and adults, but because there are no birthday party locations for children in this community, it's had quite a, it's caused quite a stir, and we've had quite a few, I think we've got about 7 rentals for private birthday parties at the theater, so, you know, that's just money that goes right back into the city. This Thursday, we've got, our first Throwback Thursday movie, Varsity Blues. And October, we have 3 Halloween movies scheduled, or 4 technically. November, one of our big announcements that I didn't talk about last time because we weren't announcing yet, is Darren Knight, also known as Southern Mama on TikTok. He wears the wigs and does the hair and does the whole like Southern Mama act. We've booked him for November 22nd. He sold over 100 tickets already. That event probably will sell out. December is jam-packed. Please don't ask me to add anything in December because we'll be tired. We've got a piano recital. We've got Christmas movies, K-Top, Jamie and Jingles, Movie Day. Susie Bogus, she's a 90s country star that we had announced at the last meeting. She's doing a swinging little Christmas, and as a interesting note, tickets for that event have been purchased from Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Missouri. Now that could be people who have moved here and not changed their address, but we're not 100% sure, so that's a really interesting fact. We've got a Marion County 4-H Performing Arts Encore performance, so that'll be the kids who have graduated that are alumni of that program, and coming back to do some of their popular songs. And then New Year's Eve at the Princess featuring Entice. The band Entice is popular among Sewanee residents, Marion County residents. They're a really fun band. And we're also looking at, I've been approached about a private rental for a worship center, a worship service on New Year's Day. So once that's confirmed, I'll let you know. We're already looking into 2026. We've got the billboard in Kimball, if you haven't seen that, advertising on WEPG. And so, yeah, we've got a lot going on. And I'll tell you, I'm really glad that, when was it, 2009, 2000, that the National Cornbread Festival took it upon themselves to donate so much money back to investing into that building, because they really saved that building. That building was dirt on the ground. I've got some great pictures from Millheiser. The Historical
Other people
Society.
gave beside the cornbread, my dear.
The what?
The ARC grant.
There were a lot of grants, but locally, that festival gave a lot back to their community personally, and their names are engraved in a plaque on the wall in there. And Miss Millheiser and her family did a lot to restore that building, and so I'm so glad it's here, because that building is bringing a lot of life back to this community and to the businesses that surround it. So, that's all I got. Thank you.
All right. Old business, ordinance 861, second reading. You want to have second on the job? You gonna read?
I can't, do we need to read this out loud, Mr. Attorney?
Not required to, no.
Okay, well, this ordinance is, last month, this commission, they voted on it for the first time. It's simply to rezone the property at Irondale, from heavy industrial to residential. As you know, D.R. Horton was interested in purchasing this property. They have since backed out of that purchase. But the city may in the future decide to sell this property. It would cut down a step should we decide to sell it in the future, if we go ahead and zone it residential and have it ready for potential buyers or not. So I brought this ordinance, the second reading of this ordinance to the commission to vote on and go ahead and rezone that to residential.
All right, we'll go into a short recess to take any comments about this ordinance from anyone that would like to say anything. All right, do I have a motion?
I
I'll make the motion.
We got a motion, second?
I'll second.
Commissioner Allen,
Yes.
Commissioner Duggar,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Stone,
Yes.
Mayor Henson.
Yes. All right, under new business. Ordinance number 862, this is first reading.
This ordinance, 862, of course, at the Princess Theater, I guess years back, the city, they had an ordinance allowing alcohol consumption at the Princess Theater. However, it had to be sold through a nonprofit. And since we've got the Princess Theater back up and running again, we've run into some kinks there as far as getting nonprofits in there. While it can be done, we found that a lot of insurance companies have requirements in the policies for the nonprofits that the alcohol they sell have to be on their premises. So it would be easier if we serve alcohol at the premises, if we change our ordinance to allow any eligible entity to sell it at the premises as long as they qualify. And this would allow the brewers who currently manage the Princess Theater to apply for that license and serve alcohol there. So I got with our city attorney, we drew up this resolution, and this would simply simplify things down there rather than us trying to get nonprofits and deal with insurance companies to sell alcohol.
Beer only.
Beer only, that's correct.
Not one.
No wine.
That's regulated by the state.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Do we have a motion to approve this?
I so move.
Second? I'll second.
Commissioner Allen, Commissioner Duggar,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers, Vice Mayor Stone,
Yes.
Mayor Henson.
Yes. All right, ordinance number 863, first reading. This is amending the budget for the lease of the American Legion.
So last month, we leased the American Legion to help them out and to help preserve our building down there. So since we've entered into that lease, I have to set up a budget for that building in the way of electricity, water, gas, maintenance, just like any other building we have in the city, and that's simply what that is. And I really didn't have a lot to go on as far as the budget's concerned, so I pulled the numbers from the library, a comparable building, and I budgeted it, and in that way, and it come up to the amount of $26,100. I feel like we will get most of this money back, if not all. That building is currently booked every weekend as far as we can see, and then again, we may not spend this much down there. It's hard to really budget for electric bill and water bill when the building's empty, and then most of the time, but rented on the weekends, we don't know how much use it's gonna get. It's hard to project that, but $26,100, and we want to break this off and make an American Legion budget in our citywide budget, so it help us pay the bills and keep up with how much we spend.
All right, do I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
Commissioner Duggar,
Yes.
Commissioner Myers.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Stone,
Yes.
Mayor Henson.
Yes. Resolution 1052. Resolution to authorize City of South Pittsburg to apply for Tennessee Department of Economic Development 2025 Downtown Improvement Grant, AKA DIG is what as everyone calls it. It's, Beth, if you wanna.
We mentioned it last month. We're gonna go for the 500,000. Paul McKee with the Development District in Michael and I've been working on it pretty hard for the last, I'd say, 10 days, and it's gotta be turned in on Friday, but it'll go in on time. It's going real smooth.
That's no match either, is it?
Well, anybody that applies for the grant and gets it, they have to pay 25% of
the person,
the amount
yeah.
that they request. And then they get 75% back after they've proven with every receipt, canceled checks, everything that they've paid it.
Alright,
If I could add something to that, Beth, also, it could possibly help the city, I don't know if you guys noticed downtown, the sidewalks, we got some caulking issue, and the sidewalks coming up, and rainwater's getting down in there, and in the wintertime, when it freezes, it could possibly cause us the sidewalk to shift. This grant will help us pay to get that recalked, and I hopefully we'll get that. Beth, it helps with something else as well.
Well, it's also, we also put in there to ask for, us to be able to put a speaker system on Cedar Avenue, so we can pop in like Christmas music, and then it could also be used if, there's an emergency and people need to leave the streets or something like that, you could, access it that way.
We used to have one. When Bob Sherrill was.
Yeah, there's still speakers down there, downtown.
yeah.
Well, this one would be like wireless, over the internet, kind of air,
Alright, do we have a motion to approve resolution 1052? I'll second.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
Commissioner Duggar?
Yes.
Commissioner Myers? Vice Mayor Stone?
Yes.
Mayor Hensing?
Yes. Alright, motion to adjourn.
Commissioner Allen?
Yes.
Commissioner Duggar?
Yes.
Commissioner Myers? Vice Mayor Stone? Mayor Hensing?
Yes.